What do I have? I have shrimp and grits this morning. It's not made yet, but that's what we'll be making this morning with Benny Barber. He is from the Pier Restaurant in Newport. Good to see you again, Benny. How are you?
Good to see you. Great.
All right, so what goes into, you think grits, and you don't necessarily think of it with shrimp.
Right.
At least I don't anymore.
Yeah, I mean, unless you're from the South.
Right, okay.
So yeah,
Which I'm not.
Right, of course.
Okay. So what do you got? What goes into the shrimp and grits?
Well, shrimp and grits.
Okay.
So you got shrimp, and we've got grits. It's just a corn product. We've got some cremini mushrooms, melted leeks, bacon. And then for the grits, we've got a little milk, butter, salt, and pepper, and chopped parsley right here.
So this is a silly question. What are grits?
Grits are hominy. It's just like corn that's ground down.
Okay.
And it's like anything corn-based, like cornmeal or like a polenta. So you just melt it down with a little milk, and I'll be showing you guys coming up with this is the grits right here. I made one earlier.
Don't give it away.
Yeah, don't.
I might eat that if you keep it out long enough.
Right.
But we're going to make a fresh batch of shrimp and grits with Benny from the Pier Restaurant. You can find the recipe and the ingredients online, as always, at foxprovidence.com. But for now, let's send it back over to Danielle.
All right, we are here with Benny Barber from the Pier Restaurant in Newport. And before we actually get to discussing what we're making and everything, let's talk a little bit about the location, because, this is the time of year where people need to get out of their cocoons, head to Newport. You guys are right near the water.
Oh, we're on the water.
On the water, yeah.
Our kitchen's over the water.
All right.
We've got pier posts holding up the dining room. It's awesome.
So you can't get much more waterfront than that.
No.
So a great spot for upcoming Valentine's Day. Maybe get out of your little suburb, head to Newport, and have some fabulous dinner. What are you doing on your menu this year?
We've got lamb chops, with a little mashed potatoes, a little filet, hollandaise. Your traditional $30 Valentine's Day special with wine, and it should be fun. Appetizers, dessert. Come down and have the romantic evening.
That.
Great,
right.
Overlooking the sunset and the Newport Bridge.
Oh, sounds good to me. Dreamy. Now, we're going to be making shrimp with grits today. We've already talked about our ingredients. Is this a dish that's, maybe under 10, 15 minutes to put together, all told?
Yeah, no, I mean, you can put the whole thing together. The longest thing that takes to cook would be the grits.
Okay.
5 to 10 minutes to put the whole thing together.
I'm interested to see the combination. I've never actually had both of those together before. So, all right, Benny Barber, we'll see you in a couple of minutes in the kitchen. We'll begin to put things together. Now we'll send things over to Patrick. Welcome back in the Roadshow Kitchen this morning. We are joined by Benny Barber from the Pier Restaurant in Newport. And you guys have an awesome location. You're gearing up for the upcoming Valentine's Day. And in the kitchen, we are making shrimp and grits today, right?
Yep, absolutely.
Have you ever had that? Shrimp and grits?
No, that's what I was saying at the beginning of the show. I've had grits, I've had shrimp, but I never thought of combining the two.
I'm excited to try this.
I trust Benny.
Yeah.
It's a nice New England touch on a southern
exactly.
classic,
A good mix.
So we're going to go ahead here. We've got a little oil. We've got a nice hot pan going. Mm-hmm. Just a little bit of oil.
Yep.
All right. Coat the bottom.
I'm cooking our shrimp first?
Yep.
Okay.
Shrimp's going to go in first.
Now, did you have to feather those shrimp or whatever it's called, where you open them up and slice them down the middle, or do you just throw them in there?
Yeah, exactly. You're just going to peel them and vein them. You can see here where there's a little cut in the shrimp. That's where the vein would be.
Okay.
Take that out because it's not very enjoyable.
Okay.
So what you're going to do is just season your shrimp a little bit. A little salt and parsley.
Yeah.
Just for a little extra flavor. Let those sear up.
And then, did you already cook the grits, Patrick? Because I didn't see your first hit.
What?
Did you already cook the grits?
No,
okay. Well, these look like they're almost ready here.
Right.
So.
We started the grits. I just started with a little milk, butter, and salt.
Yeah.
A little parsley.
Okay.
We're just cooking those nice and warm.
Maybe I should have taken that opportunity to take credit for cooking.
I know. Yes, I did, Danielle. I did.
As a matter of fact,
you're gonna think I'm a little crazy. Now I've eaten grits, but only a few times.
She is.
Yeah.
Thanks, Patrick, so much for that. Anyway, so what exactly is a grit? Are grits? I should say.
Grits are the corn-based. It's the corn hominy.
Okay.
So it's just like dried corn, ground up.
I've always thought they tasted great, but I never found out what they really were. I don't know.
Isn't that the best thing about food?
Yeah.
Like a hot dog. You don't want to know how a hot dog's made, because if you knew how a hot dog was made, you'd never eat it.
Right.
But you eat it anyway because it tastes great.
Okay, so there we go. The history of grits.
Right.
So our shrimp are looking good. Do we add something? What's next to the recipe?
We're just gonna get a little sear on the grit, or on the shrimp rather.
Yeah.
And then we're gonna take exactly right.
Oh, I picked the right one. Look at that. All right.
Our mushrooms. These are some king oyster and cremini mushrooms.
Gotcha.
I'll give them a couple of each.
What's this, chef?
That is leeks, where we've julienned and cooked in a little bit of butter.
Oh.
And we hit it with a little Pernod, which is a licorice flavored liqueur.
Ooh.
Nice.
So you get that nice little background aromatic.
Yeah, that
Make
sounds
it
awesome.
perfect. So we're just looking for a little color on our mushrooms.
Okay.
Sweat those down a little bit.
You can already see the shrimp is pretty much cooked, right? I mean,
Yep, it's just about there. You can see
turns white.
Yep.
Yeah, exactly. Turns white, and you can see the part that's not cooked would be the part right here.
Right in the middle.
So, yep, exactly. So I'm going to add a little bit of little melted leeks.
Nummy, nummy.
Bacon. Little bacon.
There's a lot of flavor in
I
this.
know.
There's
This
a lot.
is
yeah.
nice and colorful, too. I love it.
That's going to go on the top at the end.
Okay.
So we're just going to stir that up. Let the shrimp finish cooking.
It smells great.
Yeah. We're going to hit it also with a little white wine.
Okay.
Just, again, a little flavor.
Leave a little in there for me, thank you.
Yeah, right? Or, or whatever you happen to be sipping
Don't
on.
pour it all in the dish.
Need to sample that.
Or take a little out of your glass maybe a little later in the evening if the show is.
There you go. All right.
So you're looking for a nice, loose grit, at
So
least
those
for...
are good. What we're looking at right here is what you want to
Yep,
see? Okay.
this is your nice consistency. All right, so...
We got about a minute left. Oh, we're actually going to plate it. Great.
Yep, so we're going to go right here. Put a little on the plate. Spread it out so they're nice and tasty. Perfect.
I turned the flame down for you, Chef.
Awesome.
There you go.
There you go. What you're going to do is take your shrimp, put it right here on the grits.
So pretty.
All right. So while Benny does that, there is a finished shrimp and grits plate over there at the front of our stove there, and
Yep.
take a look at that right there. You can get that down at the Pier in Newport. Great restaurant any time of year. Doesn't have to be the summertime to go down to Newport to enjoy. Benny, thanks so much for coming in this morning.
Thank you very much.
Great
Can't wait to
We'll
try
sample
it.
that in a
You can
minute.
find the recipe ingredients online as always at foxprovidence.com.